Ya estamos aquí una vez más. Hello everyone, my name is Eric. ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos una vez más a Music Stage One, Music Stage, many languages, one voice. Today I have prepared a Spanish song. I'm still kind of scared of singing French. I don't know why. I keep on practicing new songs and the songs that I like, the songs that I learned when I was studying French, songs that mean something to me, but I am scared of presenting them to you live. I think that is because I think my French is not good. That's why. That's why, to be honest. And yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for being here today with me. So as I mentioned before, I prepared a Spanish song from two artists from different countries. We have a Latin American artist and a Spanish artist. The song is called Colgado en tus manos, and by Marta Sanchez and Luis Baute. I hope you like it. I'll explain to you why I like this song so much and why it has stayed with me for so long. And yeah, I would like to present it to you now and see how it goes. Okay? All right. So let me do a sound check very quick. Yes, it's sounding okay. Perfect. So let's get into it. Thank you everyone for following me. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Really, I do this because I want to share my experiences through music, the experiences that I have lived while traveling and living in different places. So this is Colgado en tus manos. Coincidencia encontrarme contigo.
Tal vez esto lo hizo el destino.
Quiero dormirme de nuevo en tu pecho
Y después me despierten tus besos.
Sexto sentido sueña conmigo.
Sé que pronto estaremos unidos.
Esta sonrisa traviesa.
Sé que pronto estaré en tu camino. Colgando en tus manos. Así.
Hear properly. Hold on. Hello. 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 There we go. Okay. Well, there's nothing like just starting over, right? Okay, so here we go. Once again. No fue coincidencia encontrarme contigo.
Tal vez esto lo hizo el destino.
Quiero dormirme en tu pecho.
Y después me despierten tus besos.
Sexto sentido sueña conmigo.
Sé que pronto estaremos unidos.
Esta traviesa que vive conmigo.
Sé que pronto estaré en tu camino.
Voy
Colgando en tus manos. Así que no me dejes caer. Sabes que estoy colgando en tus manos. Te envío canciones de 4:40. corazón está colgando en tus manos, que mi corazón está colgando en tus manos.
Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, let me explain why I like this song so much and why it means something to me. Um, you know, this song takes me back once again to China. And you will say, like, why? How come a Spanish song will take you to China? It's not a Chinese song. It's um, I don't know. It's not a song that you will randomly listen in China. But guess what? It is actually what happened. It's crazy. It's crazy because um, I was at that time I was living in a small town called what's the name of it? Liuchuan, Liuchuan, Liuchuan. Yeah, something like that. Or the locals will say Liuchuan. It's in the Hubei province in China, and I was sharing a big apartment. It was quite nice, the apartment that I had there in that school, with a Russian guy. And we were both teaching at the same school, English. Uh, we just happened to click very fast. We became friends very fast. Uh, he, I remember a lot of things about him, but especially one, he had a very kind heart. He had kindness for life. And one day, I don't know if I told you this before already or not, but his name is Alex. He's from Russia. Sasha, as they say. One day he found a bird outside his window, and the bird, it was a baby bird, and the bird was like barely alive, barely breathing, and it was just there like this, like probably it was like agonizing already or something. It was about to die, and he found it, and he told me, "Hey Eric, guess what?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I found a bird, and I am trying to take care of it." And I'm like, "What? Why are you trying to take care of a bird? Like, that's crazy." Did you know? I started lecturing him about how dangerous is to touch a bird, because we don't know what kind of viruses or bacteria they have in their feathers. I told him, "Dude, wash your hands. You need to disinfect like everything that you have touched, because you know." He's like, "Oh no, but he's gonna die. Like, I had to help him." And I'm like, "Okay, and what happened?" He's like, "Well, I saw him. He explained everything that I just explained to you. He told me, I took him from my window, and I saw it was like barely breathing, and I even gave him CPR, or how do you call it, cardiac respiratory protocol, or that thing." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, you blew air through its pick? And he's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you really are something." And he told me that he went to YouTube to find out how he could take care of the bird, what he had to do, and all that. So he even bought a lamp, um, to make him warm and to keep him warm at night, and so on, because it was already winter, and it was very very cold. So all this happened without me actually noticing that he had a bird in the house. Like when I found out that he had a bird was like a week after, like 5 days had already passed. And I'm telling my friends about my story in China. You want to listen my story? It's about a birdie, how a friend rescued a bird in China. So I remember I saw him. I remember, yeah, I saw him going to the supermarket and coming back with a cage. And I'm like, why do you need that? He's like, oh, I didn't tell you, right? Like, and then he told me all everything that I just told you, and I'm like, holy cow! And then he told me the about this the CRP or CPR, yeah, cardiac respiratory this, and and I'm like, wow, like, and he told me that he even like pumped his heart with his little fingers, and yeah, and that he went through YouTube to learn how to take care of him. So he told me I went to get the cage because I am going to be keeping him warm, and and I need a cage. I need to prepare like a bed. I need to put like some stray or something like that, and keep him comfortable. And I'm like, wow, cool. And he even bought like a small pipe to feed him, like a small dropper to feed him some water and stuff. And he bought like seeds and stuff like that for him. And holy cow, 2 weeks after that, so meaning 3 weeks after he found it, 2 weeks after I knew, um, the bird actually started becoming stronger and trying to fly. And I told my friend, well, maybe it is time that you let him go, and I don't know, just let him go, and he has to be in the wild. Actually, I told him when I was scolding him because he resurrected a bird. I told him, mama birds, they kill the sons that or the daughters, however you want to call them. They're how would you call a baby bird? A cub? No, a cub is for mammals. How would you call it? Well, that, okay, as their sons or daughters, they kill them if they know they are not gonna make it, or they just abandon them because they know they are not gonna make it, so they don't have to struggle trying to feed them and all that. Life is already struggle for them, so they don't need to waste energy, time and effort in that, right? So that's what mama's birds do. And he's like, oh no, but I couldn't let him die, blah blah blah. And I was like, wow, like you really have. I was impressed of his kindness. I was really impressed about um how how he could see beyond just an animal, right? So I was surprised about that, and that's something that actually made me like realize that yeah, like, and me being an environmentalist, but I guess me being an environmentalist is like what I told him. You have to let him die because that's the cycle of life. But it made me realize that no, like, if we can save a life, it doesn't matter what kind of life it is. If it's the life of a plant, of a flower, of something else, uh, yeah, why not? Let's do it. No, so yeah, I don't know. It was such an eye opener for me. It's happening. My internet is okay. I hope it's better now. The connection was breaking, so I just changed to another Wi-Fi. So yeah, it was an eye opener, and I am really glad I had the chance to meet this guy, and I had the chance to share a house that was our home for a year in China, in Hubei, Yunchuan. And yeah, that's my story about with him, and that's how I remember him. So now the story about the song. The story about the song is that he invited me to meet one of his friends. This was already in, when was it? There is another holiday in China that comes right after the Chinese New Year, but I don't remember exactly which one was it. If it was the Tombs visiting day, it's like for Mexicans the Day of the Dead, or for other cultures when you have to go and visit your loved ones that have already passed away. So they have a day like that, but that's in April. But I think there's another one before that, and that's when we went. He invited me. He told me, "Oh, you know what, Eric? I am going for this holiday. I'm going to what was the name of this town? Ja Jiangsu? No, no, no. Jiangsu is going east. We went west. We went west, and what's the name of this place? It's actually very popular also, but it's going west from Hubei. Um, it's in another province, and he told me, "Hey, I want to go and visit my friends. They are from Pakistan and Kazakhstan and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh wow, cool." And I told him, "Okay, and he said, "Do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." That's what I was about to ask. Can I go? Like, I was really interested in getting to know other foreigners, like people that I have never mingled with, or something like that. And and yeah, he said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you come?" And then we booked a hotel and all that. We took the train. We took the speed train. Oh no, we had to take the slow train because in Liuchuan we don't have the speed train, so we had to take the slow train. I think was it? No, there are two stations. Yeah, no, we have this the speed train, but we had to take the slow train. I don't remember why. And it was somewhere around 2 3 hours, and we arrived, and the place was really nice, very, very very Chinese. All right, like if you have ever been to Xi'an, it's somewhere similar, but with more greens and more with less city look like, you know. I'm not saying that it was very rural, because it wasn't, but less of a metropolitan kind of a lifestyle. And uh, and so that day that we arrived, we went to see his friend. His friend was actually from Pakistan, and he had a restaurant, and he invited us to eat. We didn't have to pay. He prepared like mm, the best food he has there, and I was like, "Holy cow! Like, this is so good! Like their food is so healthy and so good." We were eating like lentils and some sort of beans and some sort of curry and chickpeas with something, and the naan, and the pita. No, it was just fantastic. Like, it was amazing. The food was like incredible. So I was already having a great time there. And then he said, "Oh, you know what, guys? Tonight there is we're going to the nightclub because something is happening, and you guys want to come?" And Alex said, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm going because I was actually invited by another friend." And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool. All right." So we went to walk around the city, and then at night we were picked up by one of his Chinese friends. This was a Chinese friend who is a friend of his Chinese friend. So Alex was actually not only visiting this the people that I told you, the foreigners, but he was also visiting like his crush or something like that, a girl. And I think they were boyfriend and girlfriend at a time somewhere in the past, and then they were going to see each other, blah blah blah. And so she invited him to the nightclub. So when he told him, this other guy, the Pakistani guy, told him, "Hey, we're going to the nightclub to party." He said, "Oh yeah, I already know because I was invited by this other friend." So we were in the hotel. We got picked up by this guy. He had a car, and then he picked up two other guys. So we were like one, two, three, four, five, six people in one car. Like we were like there, like auto sardina, like like in a sardines can. So when we were going from the hotel to the nightclub, this guy was playing music from different places. He was playing Chinese music and English music, and then suddenly his iPod or whatever it was at that time played a Spanish song, and I'm like, holy cow! When I heard the first the first notes, when I heard this, wait a second, I was like, holy cow! And then I was like, I know that song. Like, what the heck? Like, that is a Spanish song. And at that time, I didn't know who were the actual singers. I only knew there was such a Marta Sanchez because he says Marta right in the song, and but I didn't know it was Carlos Baute. I said Luis Baute before, right? Carlos Baute, and I'm like, I know that song, and then I was singing, and then the Chinese guy was singing with me. Like I was like so impressed, like holy cow, how do you know how can you sing Spanish? Do you speak Spanish? He's like, no, I just know this, I just know the lyrics because I play it over and over and over again, and I learned the songs. And yeah, of course, I mean, he didn't sing perfectly Spanish, right? um, but he was able to say the words, and I was impressed, and he was singing, and we were singing, and then Alex was recording us singing. And yeah, I don't know, it was, for me, it was such an experience that I had that day with the Pakistani food, traveling in the train once again, um, going with my Russian friend who I have a high esteem for him, and then getting to know all these beautiful Chinese people, and they were open to listen to songs from different cultures, different languages, and I was shocked. I enjoyed a lot singing with him that song, and then we got to the nightclub and we had such a great time. The whole trip was such a great time, and the only thing that reminds me to that moment when I listened to the first chords, or the first notes of the song, that that brings me back to that moment immediately. It's like, I don't know if you have ever tasted something, you eat something and you taste it, and it brings back memories. The same with this song, like it just, it's like if I had a teleportation machine or something like that, like if I could just travel in time and go back there, it just happens so fast and so sudden in my head when I listen to this guitar playing these notes. So yeah, that's the story. That's my story. That's the story about why I like this song so much. Colgando en tus manos de Carlos Baute con Marta Sánchez. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. Now, I have a lot of people that have been following me for a while here in Mexico, and they have asked me, why don't you speak in Spanish? So okay, I'm gonna say this for them. Muchas gracias a todos, gracias a todos los que me han estado siguiendo aquí en México, en otros países de habla hispana, y que quizá sí entienden el inglés, pero les gusta más escuchar a una persona hablar en su propio idioma, ¿no? En el idioma que nosotros sabemos. Y pues bueno, espero en algún momento hacer un live completamente en español. Los hago en inglés porque tengo amigos en China. Comparto esto también con mis amigos en China por WeChat. WeChat es una aplicación tipo, es como un Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Fue creado primeramente para mensajear, pero después ya podías subir ahí tus historias, ¿no? Es como un threads. Y después se convirtió también en una forma de pago, etcétera. Monopolizaron muchas cosas. Y bueno, pues WeChat es una de las plataformas más usadas allá, ¿no? Y pues yo subo mis videos también ahí, cortito, pero ahí también los subo y subo los links a estos videos en vivo que estoy haciendo. Entonces por eso también lo hago en inglés para ellos, para mis amigos en Sudáfrica, que los quiero mucho, mis amigos en Estados Unidos, en Canadá, este, y pues ahora sí que la gente aquí en México, ¿no? Que sabe inglés y puede hablar en inglés, pues lo hago en inglés para que todos, es como el idioma que pues nos une por lo que quieran, no, si les guste o no, es el idioma que une y por eso lo hago en inglés, ¿no? Pero sí, espero próximamente hacerlo también en español. Y bueno, pues nada, les contaba que esta canción es una canción que me gusta mucho, Colgando en tus manos, porque me transporta directamente a China. Viví algo en China muy, muy padre, muy lindo, con gente de diferentes países, empezando con mi roomie, que es de Rusia, conociendo gente de Pakistán, de Afganistán, de Kirguistán, gente local de China, etcétera. Entonces, mi amor, mi hija me quiere poner mi gorra. Y pues bueno, esa es la historia de esta canción. Me trae esos recuerdos muy bonitos de la comida, del lugar que visité, de mi viaje en tren, de todo, ¿no? Entonces, bueno, pues voy a regresar a hablar en inglés para cerrar el programa. Muchísimas gracias a todos por seguirme, muchísimas gracias por, por sus likes, por sus dedos gorditos arriba, por compartirlo, por guardarlo en sus videos para mirar después. Muchas, muchas, muchas gracias. So, once again, coming back to speak in English, thank you everyone for sharing your love, for liking the videos, for saving them in your saved videos. Thank you for following me. Thank you for your support. I remind you that there are ways you can support people. Right now, I cannot get the support that, for example, other influencers or as you want to call them, they get, because I cannot do lives on TikTok, and on TikTok you can also get like the flowers and the hearts and all that, and that also becomes money at a certain point, money that I could use to continue doing this channel, this program, this blog. um, so yeah, your support is very, very well appreciated. It doesn't matter how you show it, as long as you show it, right? Because I don't see you. We are far from each other. I also want to remind you that if you are interested in being part of this music stage, please, you're so welcome. We can sing together. You can play an instrument and I sing, or I play an instrument and you sing. Uh, doesn't matter. As long as you have a story to share about that song, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm trying to grow this channel into something bigger. But for that, I need a lot of support, right? My dream is to have an actual music stage where people come and play with me, right? And share their stories, and we can be hanging out like friends, and learning from each other, and sharing those experiences. So please, please do so if you are interested. I will be bringing people. I am trying to schedule all the people that I have been inviting. So yeah, and some of them don't speak English, so those lives I will have to do them in Spanish. So there is always a way to see the translation. Either there is a caption made on YouTube, or there is a caption made on TikTok. You can translate, right? That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's possible on Instagram or Facebook, but you can do it there. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you next Friday, 5 p.m. I know I've been doing it late now, but I still do it. I'm here, and if I am not ready at 5 p.m. sharp, uh, just think about again that I am a single parent. I am a parent that is, taking care of two beautiful daughters. I try to give them my time because I work in the morning. I don't spend time with them in the morning, so I have to spend time with them when I finish working. And I do so, like, I wait for that moment during the day. And sometimes I forget that, oh my God, it's already 5. I have to record. I have to do my hello, Fer. How are you? I have to do my video, and I have to practice the song, and so on. Think about what song I'm going to do next, and so and so on. Inviting people. So yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'm here. I'm here to share the stories, and I'll see you next Friday. Thank you so much. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. In most of them, I am at Eric Vabe, or Vabe, right? Eric Vabe, or at Vabe Eric. Okay, so thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Love you all.